Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding this. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this is for the week of February 3rd through the 9th, 2025. First card out for you is Strength. Yes, it feels like you are communicating very effectively, and any sort of quote unquote negative emotions that come up for you, you're communicating that with the people who they relate to. And I just feel like you're really finding your center and maintaining your center, maintaining your state of bliss, a personal bliss and peace, because when you start to feel out of sorts, when you start to feel dysregulated, you have an emotional toolbox that you can go to of things that get you back to that center. You know, it's very important to acknowledge, like, hey, my mental health right now is at like a 2 out of 10, and here's what I can do to bring it to like an 8 out of 10. Maybe you can journal, maybe you can meditate, talk to a friend about what's going on. You have all of these tools to bring yourself back to a regulated, peaceful place. And just simply having those tools makes you a strong person. And so I am seeing a lot of that going on. It feels like you're entering into this week feeling a lot stronger than the previous 2 weeks. Like, so your mental health may be better. And also, there's something here about physical strength as well. So I am wondering if a lot of you guys are feeling physically stronger than before. Maybe you've overcome or healed from some sort of sickness that you've been going through, or simply even literally been improving your strength, or just getting healthier in general. I'm also seeing relationships are strengthening, bonding, getting closer. So that's beautiful as well. And look at that, right next to that, we have the 4 of Wands. Capricorn, this is the card of marriage. This is the card of happy home and foundation. The number 4 itself rules over our personal foundations, and we see here a celebration between two people. So home life may be looking a little bit better. There's a lot of optimism taking place in this reading, because it definitely feels like you found a way to communicate effectively to the people around you. And I'm also seeing breaking generational curses as well, creating the relationships, the home life, the mental health that is healthy and good for you, as opposed to the ways of relating and regulating that you were taught from your family or your parents. You know, you're cultivating a lot of like a healthy, peaceful lifestyle for yourself. 4 of Wands suggests some sort of big wins. And celebrations, success. Some of you guys may be attending a celebration this week, actually, of some sort, whether that is a, I was going to say a sporting event. It's funny because on the 9th, the Eagles are playing the Super Bowl. I'm from Philly, so it's like, if this were my reading, this would be like a big celebration there, but I don't predict sports, so we'll see. Or this could be, I don't know, some sort of get together with loved ones, just an overall feeling of success and security and strength. We have the 9 of Swords coming out in reverse right next to that. Yeah. And I feel like I had a feeling this 9 of Swords was going to come out, because like we were just talking about like taking your mental health from like a 2 out of 10 and bringing it back up to a 10 out of 10, having the tools to do that. So I really do feel like maybe in the previous week, or at the time that you're watching this, or whatever, the past few days for you, things have been a little bit difficult for you mentally and emotionally. And this week that we're reading into, things feel a lot stronger. You're making the most of your situation. You return back to a state of inner peace and abundance, being in the flow of abundance, focusing on what you do have and what is right in front of you, as opposed to the things that are exiting your life or the things that you do not have. We have the 6 of Pentacles coming out in reverse. There is something that may be asking you to invest a lot of money, time, or energy into it, okay? This could be a person, this could be a place, a location, a thing, asking you to invest quite a bit. So I would say temper things out, especially when it comes to financial spending, or how much of your time and energy you give to a certain friend or something. Just make sure it's nice and balanced. I would avoid over or under giving this week and try to create a balance there. Okay. And it's not even like it's like you're over giving to some areas of life, you're under giving to other areas of life. So if you've been neglecting any areas of your life, I would highly recommend this week trying to create more balance with that. We have the Hermit coming out for you. Very strong card. This is spiritual enlightenment. Finding your center, connecting with your spirit guides, your higher self. And I'm seeing you connecting with ancient wisdoms once again this week. Yeah, and I feel guided to say once again for some reason. I'm seeing a vision here. Someone may be visiting an ancient forest or like some sort of natural environment that's very ancient. I'm seeing you connecting with the environment around you. I'm seeing you connecting with the nature around you. You know, some of you may be mentally mapping out like a garden. I don't know. That's a very specific message that will only resonate for some of you, not all of you. I'm also seeing, I don't know how to describe it, just really, you're in your inner shaman energy, your high priestess energy, and connecting to more ancient energies. And this could even be like connecting with crystals, minerals, rocks, herbs, the spirit of trees and plants. Doing a lot of that. Some of you may be meditating more. You may feel guided to be more of a hermit this week, honestly, really thoroughly enjoying your alone time. And despite, you know, events and get-togethers with other people, you may be just really also making the most of your alone time, like we said. And your final card out, there's actually two cards that came out. We have the King of Cups in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. So this is very prominent, and it's underneath that Nine of Swords in reverse. There could be a masculine water sign in your life, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Does not have to be a man per se, and doesn't necessarily need to be a water sign, but most likely energies there. You know, this is somebody who's very much in their yang energy, who at this time you may be relating to them in an unhealthy way. They may have some emotions towards your relationship, your connection, feelings of separation, feelings of moving in different directions, feelings of this is my life and this is your life. So I am wondering, and it doesn't have to be a romantic connection, it could be any sort of connection. I am wondering if there is someone in your life, and this could be someone older than you, again, masculine energy, watery energy. It feels like they may be going through a tough time mentally. They're having a hard time taking care of themselves, having a hard time being independent. This could be someone who you were previously codependently attached to. You may have done a lot of giving to them, a lot of pouring into that relationship, pouring into that connection, taking care of them in some way, picking up their slack in some way. And they may be having a hard time adjusting to you no longer picking up that slack. So that could be causing some tension. You may be picking up, you know, some distance, some coldness from them. For a select few of you, this person may even resort to emotional manipulation tactics, you know, trying to make you feel bad for putting an end to the codependency. Okay, because Six of Pentacles in reverse suggests, you know, creating more balance, less codependency, no longer overgiving to that certain connection. This person may be going through some like a mentally challenging time, trying to navigate their own independence, because it feels like for many, many years, I want to say, they were quite dependent off of you, or they're not used to being independent. But, you know, this is a King in reverse, meaning this is someone who should be more independent than they are. So even though their spirit wants you to know, like, their soul is purging a lot of negative energy, negative emotions. Just like how, like, for example, if a child has a hard time at school, you know, or they're going through a lot of emotions, they may with all of these strangers, with their teachers, you know, they may be the perfect child, but then once they get home to you, they start acting out. You know, children do that as a way of like, because you're their safe space to express these negative emotions. I'm seeing something like that may be occurring with a certain relationship in your life, but this is with an adult. This is with somebody who is frustrated with their own lack of independence, and they're sort of purging that negative pressure that they've been putting on themselves while they learn to be more independent on their own and relinquish this codependent lifestyle that they've been living for many years. And when I use the word codependent, it might not be off of you for some of you. This could also be addictions. Like if this is an addict, purging, withdrawing, it's a dark, messy time, you know? Their soul is literally purging that dependency. So Spirit is saying don't take it personally if they distance themselves, if they act differently in any way, shape, or form, okay? Thank you guys so much for joining me. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.